Hey guys, welcome to the Touchdown Table. I'm Ryan, that's Tyler, that's Jordan. It's time to make some picks. We've got a interesting slate, and it starts off with a fun Thursday nighter. Cardinals Seahawks, very familiar matchup. So glad that we could see these two on primetime again. It was a thriller the last time these two played. The Cardinals are coming off a big win, crazy game. So going to be a fun one to pick right now and a fun one to watch for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one, an exciting one. And just a warning to you guys, if I don't seem as exciting as I usually am in this video, it's because I'm not very excited right now. My fantasy team put up 58 points only this week. And although I'm smiling about it, I am actually very upset. Inside.
He has had quite a rough day.
I had a very rough day.
He's not handling it the best.
I'm emotionally beaten down right now. So I'm putting on a smile for you guys. I hope you like it. But we're starting with one that gets me angry, and that is the Cardinals at the Seahawks. And I'm talking about the Seahawks getting me angry because, Russell, I don't think you put up a point for me. And that was very, very upsetting. He's had a rough slate of games. These past two games have not been great for him. 4 turnovers last game. And then this previous game that he just had, I think it was 3 maybe. So not good for Russell Wilson. I think he'll step it up. At least I hope he will. But I have to say it. I've been a Russell Wilson supporter all season, and I still am. But Russell, I'm calling you out right now. You need to step up for your team. I know you don't have much help. I think they will, just because I need fantasy points, and I have to predict them to win. So 35-32. Hopefully, it's exciting as the other one that we saw earlier this year. But I had the Seahawks winning.
Yeah. When you look at Seattle, you have to be a little concerned because if Russell Wilson is even just a little off, odds are they're not winning that game. The offensive line isn't good enough. The defense is certainly not good enough. So for this team to go on a run and win the Super Bowl or even get close to it, I think Russell Wilson has to continue to play at a high level. He's been in a little bit of a cold streak. There's been some problems in Russ's kitchen, but I think he gets back to cooking. It'll be another Seahawks-Cardinals primetime thriller, as we are used to for the last time they played. Seahawks take this one, though, 34-30.
Yeah, I sat down for probably about 5 minutes just looking at this game, trying to decide who I was going to win, because my mind tells me the Seahawks, they started
There's
off
no
so
way
fresh.
The Cardinals are sweeping the Seahawks.
But, the Seahawks have not looked the same recently, and the Cardinals have been looking better and better every week, although they had a game-winning play at the end of the game, which you got to give them credit for. But that being said, I'm going to go with my original gut and pick the Seahawks in a 34-30 game. So same score prediction and winner as Ryan had. All right, next one is the Eagles at the Browns. The Browns they put up a grand total of 10 points, although the weather was bad, and the Eagles lost to the Giants, but are still winning the division with 3 wins. I can't believe I'm saying that heading into Week 11. But I mean,
I wish that was the same.
The choice is obvious if you look at the records. I'm going to base it off the records right now. Take a look at the record and pick the Cleveland Browns to win this game, 27-20.
Yeah, when you watch both of these team games, really, they kind of tell different stories. The Browns, they won ugly. That was a weird game to watch. It just something felt off the whole game. There was a weather delay before, but their ground game getting Nick Chubb. I think it was some hail and light. It was crazy. But yeah, that was delayed. That Browns Texans game was delayed. But as far as this one, bad weather or not, I think the Browns continue to use that great rushing attack. Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt both have somewhat different skill sets, but both great running backs. They use that committee really well. In Philly, I mean, just when we think that there's going to be a team that starts to pull away in this NFC East, the Eagles drop a game to the Giants. And let's just see the NFC East standings. The Eagles are 3-5-1 atop the division. 3-5-1. And
that tie could come in and save their season against the Bengals.
It could. And the next closest team is the Giants, who are, wait a minute, are they
3-7?
No, so they're 3/4 of a game back of first. Am I doing that right?
I don't know.
Maybe
my brain's not working.
And maybe it's
right
1.5.
No. Let's figure this out. The video's gonna be a little long now, but that's okay. Let's figure this out. So the Eagles are 3-5-1. No, no, because 3-6 and 3-7. The difference between that is a half game. So I guess this would be
1.5.
No, I think they're 3/4 of a game back.
Dude, I don't know.
I think the Eagles have a 3/4 of a game lead on the Giants.
Don't ask me.
I don't know, but anyway,
comment down below if you know math.
How much are the Eagles winning the NFC East by? How many games? Tell us that, because we can't figure it out. I think it's 3/4.
Jordan, what do you think?
Do you think it's a game and a half?
I'm saying 1.5.
All right. Well, commenters, you decide.
3-6, they would still be behind because 3-5-1.
No. 3-6 and 3-7. That's a half game difference.
3-6.
No,
it's
a game difference.
No, that's a half game difference. It's not a game difference.
Oh, that's because they didn't play. Okay,
yes.
They played one last game. Okay, let's stop talking about this.
Yeah, let us know.
I think I know what you're saying.
I don't know if I made my pick yet, but I've got the Browns winning 28-20 in case I haven't said that.
We'll go a little faster here.
Yeah, but that was a nice discussion.
Yes, it was.
That was a nice discussion.
Yeah, no discussion needed. I'm just going to give my pick. I have the Browns winning 27-20. As we move south to the NFC South, the Saints rolling, but Drew Brees went down with I think it was a rib injury, and I think he called himself out of that game, which is uncalled for with Drew Brees. So hopefully for the Saints, they'll get him back. And then the Falcons coming off of a bye. We'll see how that does for them. I have the Saints winning and continuing to roll on, whether it's Jameis or whether it's Drew Brees there. Please get Michael Thomas involved. Please, please, please. I picked them in the first round, and you're really not helping right now. Where's my score? 26-23. I have New Orleans winning and continuing their ride to the Super Bowl, in my opinion. And Ryan's.
Yes, you segued that nicely because we both picked the Saints to win the Super Bowl at the beginning of the season. Yeah. I think they're getting better as the season goes on, as they so often do. Drew or not, I think the Saints will be fine. They beat the Falcons 23-20.
This is one where I question whether we could have an upset. The Falcons starting to look better later on in the season. We saw what they did to good teams later on last year. Could it happen again? I'm not going to say in this one. I'm picking the Saints to win it. They won 6 in a row now. There was a stat. This is the 4th year in a row they have gone on a 6+ game winning streak, which is insane. Yeah. I'm going to say they continue their win streak and win 33-31 at home against the Falcons. Next one is the Bengals at the Washington football team. Bengals struggled last week against the Steelers. Steelers look dominant. We'll get to them soon. But I think they bounced back in this one. They had some stuff going on offense. Washington almost came back against the Lions, but I just think the Bengals are going to be angry, win this game 25-22 as a result of that.
Yeah, you mentioned, Washington almost coming back, and it was just so cool to see Alex Smith have the game that he did. You hear a lot about it, but he played very well, and I think that, he did almost bring that team back. It was 24-3, I think, at one point, Detroit. And, it just came down to Detroit kicking a crate. I think it was 59-yarder. Matt Prater.
It hit the net, too. It had 5 extra yards on it.
Yeah, Matt Prater has been a good kicker for a long time. So I was watching that live, and I honestly was not even that surprised. But, Detroit, they're 4-5, so good for them. But as far as the Washington football team, I know we'll get to them. I think, they're not out of it in this division. No one is. And the key matchup in this game, obviously, the Bengals' iffy O-line, and Iffy's being nice against that ferocious Washington pass rush. However, I think Joe Burrow will just do it himself. He's been okay under pressure most of the time. He's gaining more experience. I think the Bengals, like you said, Tyler, they will be angry and they will get this win against the Washington football team. Burrow will be under pressure a lot, but I think he'll manage to put some points on the board for sure. Bengals win 31-21.
Yeah, I got 2 storylines behind this game. First of all, it's a battle of the letters, the B versus the W, the Bengals versus the Washington football team. There's a G. There's not a C. I don't know what you're thinking of. But anyways, C.
The Bears.
Forgot his own team.
Right here?
Yeah.
See right there?
That just kind of goes to show what state I'm in right now. But anyways, I don't know if any of you guys mentioned it. Honestly, you might have. I just wasn't paying that much attention. But it's number 1 overall pick.
I did not
number
mention
2 overall pick. It's going to be Joe Burrow versus Chase Young. I think the number 1 overall picks it. And I think we go in alphabetical order. B comes before W. I have Joe Burrow beating the Washington Redskins. Or not Redskins, Washington football team.
It's okay. I heard some announcers say that today.
He said it a couple times.
And Chase Young. So next game is the Detroit Lions at the Carolina Panthers. We got some blue cats going on right here. We got the Lions being a blue cat. We got the Panthers being a blue cat. It's not naturally like that in the wild, but in this situation, they are blue. So the battle of the blue cats, I have the Carolina Panthers winning the battle of the blue cats. I almost said Cardinals again. I really almost did. But they've been competitive, and the Lions had a nice win. But I think the Panthers will just do enough to take this win. I have them winning 28-24.
When I look at this game, I look at the fact that Carolina's defense is kind of inconsistent. According to the NFL app right now, they're ranked 31st overall in defense. That is not good, especially when you're playing a guy like Matthew Stafford, who he's been a little inconsistent this year, but when he's good, he can be really as good as anyone in the league. When he has, one of his career days, one of his great days, those receivers in Detroit are really doing good. Marvin Jones had another solid day. I know that because he was on my fantasy bench. And I, like Jordan, had a rough week unless Dalvin Cook scored 3 touchdowns on Monday night, which we haven't watched yet because it's Sunday night when we're making this. I lost. But anyway, besides the point, I think Matt Stafford will make enough plays against an inconsistent defense. Get Detroit to 500. That's not something we're used to saying past maybe week 2. But anyway, I think the Lions win 34-27 in Carolina.
Well, I'm going to disagree with you on this one. The Panthers have been a team that's hanging close with some good teams. I know the Buccaneers kind of took advantage later on in that game. But they were in it to begin with. They had a lead first, and a team that's never going to give up. I think it's going to be close throughout, but though I'm going to give it to the Panthers here, although the Lions 500 would be cool to say, but I'm not going to do it. Panthers win 24-20. This next game right now is one of the most heated matchups you are ever going to see. The 1-win team versus a 9-win team at this point.
Watch it be like a close game now that you said that.
Is it 9 or 10 at this point? They
9.
won 9-0?
9.
It's the Steelers at the Jaguars, if I didn't say that already. I'm not going to go into much about this. Although the Jaguars played really good against the Packers last week, so it could be close, but I'm not going to say it's going to be that close. Pittsburgh wins 26-18.
I mean, that's a one-score game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I actually, I have an 8-point game as well. I think that Pittsburgh will continue their dominance. But, hey, the Jaguars, they've played some good teams very tough. We saw them, give Green Bay a little scare. So I think they'll at least hang somewhat tough with Pittsburgh, or at least that's what it'll look like on the scoreboard at the end. But I got the Steelers staying perfect. I mean, we're more than halfway done now. Like, we have to start asking ourselves, can they pull this off undefeated? I mean, they've still got some tough games, but I mean,
I'm saying no.
I say no too, but I think each week it goes on, we have to more seriously consider the possibility. I think we'll probably all agree, we'll see what you say, that they'll survive this week and win. I have them winning 31-23.
Yeah, we got Big Ben going against Big Jake. Jake, he's a pretty tall specimen, so
6'6".
That's why 6'6". Yes, so he's a pretty tall specimen. That's why I said it. I guess 8's the lucky number because we're going 8 across the board in the point margin. I have the Steelers win this game 32-24. Yes. Next game is the Tennessee Titans at the Baltimore Ravens. We're currently doing this at a halftime of the Baltimore Ravens game, so we don't know the outcome of that yet. And the Titans came off a tough loss on primetime on Thursday night. I think this is going to be a close AFC showdown. It's a showdown of something that we remember quite nicely,
Yeah.
Right, Ryan? You remember that?
I remember that very well.
Yes, from the playoffs last year.
Let's not get into the details.
No, yeah.
30-27. I have the opposite result happening of what happened in the playoffs last year. I have the Ravens winning this one.
Yeah, well, this is definitely an interesting game.
Yeah.
It's the Ravens, so we know who he's picking.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Well, hey, as of right now, I picked the Ravens to win the Sunday night game, and as we're making this, they're losing, so who knows? But anyway, this is a very interesting game. I mean, the last time these two played, it was that playoff game. Tennessee completely shut them down. It was like 10 months ago, a little more than that. It was crazy. But I'm hoping for more of the same.
Exactly
I'm hoping for more of the same of what happened the last time these two teams played. I hope there's more of the same of what happened that day.
Can you tell us exactly what happened that day?
The Titans won.
Okay.
And they're going to win again 22-19. That's all.
Let's move on in mine. And no, I'm not going to make you lone wolf this one, Ryan, because I'm actually going to agree with you on this one. Which I don't know.
You want more of the same too, huh?
No,
I just think I don't think it's going to be the same exact story. But
Okay.
I think just the game itself will be pretty similar.
Okay.
Just not
so kind of
stuff,
a similar night?
Yeah, but not stuff outside the game.
Okay.
Just the game will be similar. But I'm going to say Derrick Henry goes off again. Maybe throws another passing touchdown.
We'll see.
Who knows? But I'm picking the Titans to get the upset, I would assume. On the road,
Probably.
Titans win it 30-28. Next one is the Patriots at the Texans. This is a game Ryan and I have been talking about for a while. We've been debating on whether who's going to win this game. And you know what? I'm going to give it to Ryan. His team is playing garbage. They've won 2 games. They'll beat another team besides the Jaguars at this point. I could regret this, but I'll pick the Texans to win 26-23.
Yeah, I don't know. Both of these teams, I mean, even if the Patriots end up winning, still it's obvious they regressed from last year, so they're either 3-6 or 4-5, depending on what happened in the second half of the Sunday night game. And the Texans, I mean, I don't know. They're playing good teams tough, but, I mean, there's just something missing. I mean, because whenever they play a good team and have an opportunity to prove themselves...
Something big, I feel it happened now.
Okay, Sean Mendes. All right, that's a throwback song now. Wow.
That's not true, though. I don't feel it.
Yeah.
Feel it in
I don't know. I mean, both of these... I mean, this last year when these two teams played, it was a Sunday night game. Both teams ended up winning their division. Just crazy, how much both of these teams have
things
really...
can change, I'm telling you.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, maybe the Texans will win out, go 9-7, sneak into the playoffs, and win the Super Bowl, right?
Things can change.
All right. Anyway, I hope for my own well-being that the Texans find a way to win this game. But I don't know. New England's looking good right now. They're beating Baltimore as we're making this. We'll see if they hold on.
Honestly, I think the second half might start. That might not
It did.
Oh,
But
okay.
It just barely started. So.
Okay. Well, I have the Texans winning 21-17. please.
Yes, Ryan's
I had to
desperation.
say, I had to be honest.
Ryan's desperation showing at this point. I'm sticking with my logos theme for this video. Both these logos have red, white, and blue, so go America. And I have the Houston Texans winning this game by a score of 26-21. We were talking about something big I feel it happening with the Texans. I said with the Texans I'm not feeling it, but with one of these teams that's coming up in this next game, I am feeling something big that's happening, and it's out of my control. I feel it in my bones like, oh. Whoa. What are you laughing at?
This is funny how you said it.
Okay. So anyways, that team that I feel something big happening with is the Miami Dolphins. I picked against in the past 2 weeks, and they've proved me wrong. Me and Ryan have liked them since day one of the season. Us and some other of our fans as well. We have a lot of Dolphins fans out there. We love you. I'm sorry I picked against your team. I didn't even say who they're playing. They're playing the Denver Broncos. I'm not picking against them again, and I might not pick against them the rest of the season unless they really show me something bad. I had them winning 28-20 over the Broncos.
Yeah, I mean, the Broncos, come on, I've been backing you guys for a while. I've picked you the last 2 weeks and you let me down, so you have not earned my pick. Of course, now you're going to win. But I'm going with the Miami Dolphins, and if they win this game, hey, they're tied atop the AFC East with Buffalo, who's on bye at 7-3. I think they get to 7-3. I think Tua stays undefeated as a starter. Dolphins win 30-23.
Let's take the Dolphins seriously. I'm an example of it, a doubter at first, but let's take this team seriously. They're legit good, and the Broncos are legit mediocre right now. Do the math. The Broncos lose this game. Dolphins win 30-21 in Denver. Next game is the Jets at the Chargers. It's the Jets. I'm going to pick the Chargers to win, even though they find ways to lose. Chargers win this one 27-19 to keep it quick since it's the Jets.
Yeah, Chargers. Technically it was another one-score loss last week. It was 29-21, although it didn't quite feel.
Side note: the Jets did not lose.
They did not
last week.
They did not lose last week. So the Jets, I guess by their standards, I guess the Jets are on a hot streak right now.
Yep.
But I think the Chargers, their fans have been through a lot this year, so I think they will be somewhat rewarded. Obviously, a win against the Jets is kind of a given, but I think that they will have a nice win. I think Justin Herbert has a solid day. Chargers win pretty decisively, 34-14.
Yeah, Chargers, you've been waiting for that win for a while. There's been a lot of close games. The last game's week against the Dolphins was not as close as you would have liked to see it, although it came down to the end. Kind of, not really, though, because he didn't get the ball at the end. But anyways, I have the Chargers winning this one. Justin, please do good, because you're the only one who actually did good on my fantasy team besides Rodrigo Blankenship and the Packers defense. So I have you guys winning 32-20. Next game is the Green Bay Packers at the Indianapolis Colts. This should be a fun one, and I think this would be an upset. I'm not sure who's going to have, who's going to be.
I would think it would too.
What was I don't know what you're
He's picking the Colts.
Okay, I agree.
Colts.
I agree.
And this might just be because I'm a Bears fan. I want the Packers to lose, but the Colts did look good, and I think they're going to continue with it. I think their defense is playing a lot better, and Phillip Rivers will do just enough to win them this game. I have them winning by a very slim margin of 1 point, 27-26.
Yeah, what a horrible matchup for the touchdown table. Like, there's just so much hate for both of these teams combined from me being a really.
Yeah.
Like, there's
in terms of division, I'm not supposed to like.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'll root for them to lose,
but you should be.
Division, I'd love it.
Yeah, but there's divisions, aren't there? But, maybe this is the same thing. Maybe it's me being a Texans fan wanting the Colts to lose, but I do think Green Bay will win this one pretty decisively. Aaron Rodgers is doing solid. The Packers' run game is good. The defense is making plays. And the Colts, I don't know. They looked really good against the Titans, but that almost makes me feel like they're due to, flop against the Packers. Who knows? How good are the Colts? I feel like we'll know a lot more after this game, but I'm sticking with the Packers win 33-17.
Both these teams have been teams that have been inconsistent at times and had moments of greatness. That being said, the Packers have had more moments of greatness, so I'm going to pick them to win this game. I say it's a really close one, 1 point game, just like Jordan said, but this one the Packers win 30-29. Next game is the Cowboys at the Vikings. At this time we're making the video, we don't know who won last week. The Vikings won, and the Cowboys coming off their bye. I'm going to give it to the Vikings because that Cowboys defense cannot stop the run or the pass, really. Dalvin Cook will go crazy. 24-17, Vikings win.
Yeah, as long as the Vikings have a healthy Dalvin Cook, they have a shot to be competitive in every game. The defense, they have some young players, especially in the secondary. There's some inconsistency there, but the Dallas Cowboys, they're just kind of a mess right now. Part of it's the injuries, I get that, but even besides that, there's just, there's just a lot going on. It's not really, flowing in Dallas, although they're still right in the thick of a just joke of a division race, so
He's got something to bear.
Who knows? But I don't know what Jordan's about to do. But
Let's pass it to him.
Yeah, I'm going to say the Vikings win it. Big day from Dalvin Cook, 28-17.
Yeah, we got a historic matchup here. We got the Cowboys versus the Vikings that existed a long time ago. And I think that the Vikings and Dalvin Cook are going to roll in this one with their axe with skull handle, with a Viking King shield, with a forged throwing axe, with double-edged battle axe, with normal Nessel helmet, with Najernamundu helmet, and with a wooden shield. All those Dalvin Cook will be holding because he is his whole team and will carry them in this game against a tough, or a very bad, I should say, Dallas defense. I have the Dalvin Cook team winning 28-25. It'll be closer than you think, but that's just because I said so. Very good explanation. Next game, Sunday Night Football, and this is going to be a doozy. It is the Chiefs and the Raiders, and we all know what happened last game. The last time these two played, the Chiefs were handed their first and only loss of the season so far to this Las Vegas Raiders team. So this should be a very fun one. I think the Chiefs will get a bounce-back game. And this one is going to be a high-scoring game, and please be a fun one. But I have Patrick Mahomes Chiefs winning 35-30. Let's hope Clyde does some stuff. And Travis.
There you go, some stuff. But
some good stuff.
Yeah.
Like a touchdown at least.
That's yes.
Two.
Figured. Before I make my pick, I just want to point out that if Vegas does win this game, then they are one game back of Kansas City, and they would have the tiebreaker because they would have swept them. So this is really a big game because it really feels like it will define if there's going to actually be a true race for the AFC West crown or not. I think Kansas City will earn the season split with the Raiders. I think that they will not have the same fate last time that these two teams played where they lost, but I think there will be one similarity, high-scoring game back and forth, lots of offense, so your fantasy players should get a fair amount of points, too, that you name.
They'll probably throw it to Tyreek Hill all the time, and then they'll give Sammy Watkins a touchdown. They'll probably hand it off to the fullback, Anthony Sherman. So, and I'm sure Le'Veon Bell will probably score.
Well, whoever it is, I think.
Don't get me started.
I think Kansas City wins
Colts.
29-23. It'll be another competitive Chiefs-Raiders game.
Well, the unwritten rule of Las Vegas is if you're going to Las Vegas, you're supposed to get wild and go crazy. I think the Kansas City Chiefs are gonna go into Las Vegas and play wild and play crazy and beat this Las Vegas team 32-30 in a fun game. This will be fun. But yes, now to the Monday night game, the Rams at the Buccaneers. I think this one will be pretty good as well. But I'm gonna pick the Buccaneers to win this one. I don't know. I just feel like the Rams have been inconsistent as well. So have the Buccaneers really. But I just at home, I think they got the win here, coming off their last primetime game was rough. I think they win this one 30-22.
Yeah, we've got a game between two teams who cannot decide if they want to be a Super Bowl contender or just a playoff team. I mean, they're kind of changing their minds every week. But I'm going to give it to Tampa here. They've been on primetime a lot. This is nothing new to them. They've got great receivers, as do the Rams. We've got two really good receiving units in this game. So that should be something fun to watch. I think it equates to a high-scoring game. I think the Bucs take it 32-24.
Yeah, the LA Rams at Tampa Bay, otherwise known as LARTPA, LA Rams, Tampa Bay, LARTPA. And I have the back end of that one, the Tiba, winning in this game. I have it being very close. It could go either way, but I've been saying it a lot. I say it in usually every one of our picks videos. I'm a man of consistency, and right now the Rams just have not been consistent enough. They had a good win against the Seahawks, but I need to see more consistency with this team. Their defense looked a lot better, though, and their offense played sufficient enough to win. I have the other team winning, though, the Buccaneers, like I said, 30-28 as we end this video. LARTPA.
Okay, once again, another Jordan note at the end of it. The LARTPA this time is
hashtag LARTPA.
Yeah, put that in the comments below just for fun.
Please.
But thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified every time we post a video so you are ready to watch it as soon as it gets posted. Go check out our podcast. Anywhere you can find podcasts, comment down below what you thought about our predictions, as well as your predictions in the comments section. And with all that, we will see you guys later.
See ya.